the United States and its Western satellites are in turmoil. The Pentagon can't believe its eyes. It turned out that the best and most experienced military officers of the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation are currently in Algeria. At the same time, all these Russian officers are former curators of the PMC Wagner Group. Moreover, the former commander of the special military operation in Ukraine, General Sergei Surovikin, was also seen in Algeria, not far from the border with Mali and Niger. It is obvious that the legendary PMC Wagner Group, after the tragic death of Yevgeny Prigozhin and Dmitry Utkin, not only did not lose its influence and power, but even began to strengthen its position on the African continent. This is also evidenced by the recent decision of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of the United Kingdom. So, on September 15, 2023, on the direct instructions of the British authorities, the Ministry of Internal Affairs of the United Kingdom added the PMC Wagner Group to the list of terrorist organizations. Meanwhile, military expert and specialist of the Research Center, Institute of the Middle East, Sergei Balmasov, said that the appearance of General Surovikin in Africa indicates that the Russian Defense Ministry is not going to get rid of the PMC Wagner Group. On the contrary, it was decided to strengthen this military structure. And it is quite possible that it is General Surovikin who will lead and strengthen the PMC Wagner Group. This decision was quite expected, since General Surovikin enjoys great respect among the fighters of the PMC Wagner Group. Moreover, it was these close ties with the PMC Wagner Group that served as the main reason for the removal of General Surovikin from command of the special military operation in Ukraine. It is still not entirely clear whether General Surovikin will leave the PMC Wagner Group in its original form, or whether he will transfer the musicians into the part of another Russian private military company under the designation RE. Whatever the case may be, we see that the decision has already been made in Moscow, and General Surovikin has already begun to act on the African continent, protecting Russia's national interests. At the same time, as it turned out, the Russians did not go anywhere from Africa after all the famous events with Yevgeny Prigozhin. The Russian PMC RE. Continued to maintain a stable situation in Mali and Niger, violating the plans of the United States and its Western satellites, including France. According to military expert Sergei Balmasov, the appearance of General Surovikin in Africa is a bad sign for the West. The expert predicts further strengthening of Russia on the African continent. General Surovikin is an excellent strategist, which has been proven during the fighting in Ukraine. Thanks to his military talent and cold calculation, General Surovikin managed to stop the advance of the Ukrainian army and its Western allies in the east of the country. The armed forces of Ukraine and NATO generals still cannot overcome the so-called Surovikin line, which allowed the Russian army to regroup and launch offensive operations in the north. Experts are confident that Surovikin's military talent, and his great weight among the fighters of the PMC Wagner Group, will further increase the potential of this legendary military structure, which will continue to protect Russia's national interests in all parts of the globe.